Hi, everyone. Again, my name's Natalie Christmas. I'm one of the board members here at the Young Lawyers Chapter. We're really grateful that you've come here and spent the day with us, and really grateful to all the panelists for trekking all the way down here, some of them from many faraway places, to discuss their ideas. I have the honor of introducing our next guest, Florida Attorney General Ashley Moody. Few people have been more dedicated to upholding the rule of law in the state of Florida and serving its public than Ashley Moody. She grew up not far from here in Plant City as the daughter of a judge and the granddaughter of another. She attended the University of Florida, earning 3 degrees, including her JD. Following a stint in private practice, General Moody served as an assistant U.S. attorney here in Tampa, where she prosecuted drug, firearm, and fraud offenses. In 2006, she became the youngest person elected as a judge in the state of Florida. In her time as a circuit judge, she started attorney ad litem programs and juvenile delinquency mentorship programs, not to mention her investment in countless young attorneys, particularly women, along the way. In 2018, the people of Florida elected her as the 38th Attorney General of the state of Florida. As Attorney General, she leads an agency of hundreds of attorneys towards the mission of enforcing the laws of Florida and defending our Constitution. During her tenure, she's been vocal in supporting law enforcement and cracking down on fraud throughout the state. She's also been on the front lines of many of the pressing legal questions in the state, working closely with Governor DeSantis to defend the state's duly enacted laws and guiding Florida to become a leader in the state's efforts pushing back against increasing federal overreach. We're thankful she's taken time out of her busy schedule to join us to share about her role in defending the Constitution here in the state of Florida. Please join me in welcoming Florida Attorney General Ashley Moody.
Well, welcome to Tampa. This is great to be with you. I mean, we really could not have picked a better time for more excitement. I mean, you have a Democrat group across the street from a Moms for Liberty event. Did you see all the protests? That was just for you. My favorite was the women's group who was protesting the moms group. I'm just trying to figure that one out. This is an exciting time and truly a time where we should have a group like this coming together to remind us all that regardless of your political persuasion, we were based on a constitution, and there is a reason we have a separation of power, and there is a reason one branch or one person does not have too much power. This is a stabilizing force, this organization, and I love that we have so many young lawyers that believe in the mission of this group and support it and are coming together to learn more and discuss the issues of the day. So very important, and thank you for being here. I know that if you are here with the Federalist Society on a Saturday, you must love our state and love the law. Either that or you have no other options. You have no fun life outside the law. I'm going to go with you love the law and you love the state. Maybe not in Richard Martin's case. I know, you snuck in. He's trying to be cool. Don't let him fool you. He's the nerdiest of nerds. I actually have statute books in my office, hardcover statute books nobody uses anymore, but Richard Martin does. But I know that you are here because you value the principles our country was founded on. In this world that we live in right now, you understand that there is no better time for us to come together and continue to talk about this. And trust me, there is no place in this entire state like the Florida Attorney General's office where we bat these things around daily, or as Richard would like to say, we nerd out, right? That's what Richard likes to do. The Federalist Society has done an amazing job of providing forums like this for conservative and libertarian lawyers and judges to discuss these issues. And what's so unique about this group is you talk about Madison and Hamilton and Jefferson, but you also talk about things like cryptocurrency and how you apply the principles that were created and founded and rooted in our Constitution from so long ago amongst all this chaos. And with all of these challenges we're facing, there's no greater time or more important time that we remain rooted, grounded, tethered to those important founding principles. The great French philosopher Alex de Tocqueville, in his 19th century work, Democracy in America, said, "There is hardly any political question in the United States that sooner or later does not turn into a judicial question." I have certainly seen that to be true in my time as Attorney General. And it seems that the major questions of our day quickly and inevitably wind up in our courts. And that's when our phone rings. So it is critical that we have talented lawyers who know and understand the law and who are deeply committed to ensuring that our Constitution and laws are interpreted in line with our founding principles. Many of you are early in your careers, hence the name of this organization, I suppose. And if you love the law and you love the state like I do, I have an ask of you. And my family, consider yourself family now, because my family has this inside joke that somehow I Jedi mind trick into doing my family members to doing things for me or volunteering to do things for me, and then they thank me. Now I'm going to try and do it to you. I have an ask. At some point in your career, choose public service. At some point in your career. You can serve our state in so many ways, like being a prosecutor, a judge, a legislative aide, a solicitor general, legislative staff, even an assistant attorney general. The passion you feel right now today with your colleagues in this room will be multiplied when you work in public service. You will find it fulfilling, as I have. And I've seen in our lawyers in their drive to uphold and defend Florida law. They have an adrenaline rush. They wind up in court and appear on behalf of the state of Florida. They announce their name, they announce their appearance, and they say, "My name is Richard Martin, and I am here on behalf of the state of Florida." That is a proud moment for any lawyer. You can make a significant impact, shaping public policy for years to come, as you are seeing right now in our courts. It's challenging, fast-paced. We work on some of the most significant and pressing legal issues facing our state. Natalie Christmas, who you just met, who introduced me and did a great job. She's a great example. She and Jimmy Percival work on numerous cases, right now challenging federal overreach. We've never seen anything like this. They're trying to use unelected bureaucrats and agencies to force unlawfully policy down into the state of Florida. And we're having to push back to protect the autonomy, the sovereignty of the state of Florida, to keep Florida, Florida. We have filed 17 lawsuits against this administration. Think about that. Natalie works on all of those. In the last year and a half, we have been incredibly, incredibly busy. Some of these issues have been pressing public safety issues, like the failure of the federal government to follow public safety immigration laws. That's one of the most pressing public safety issues we're facing right now. We've challenged vaccine mandates, mask requirements for children as young as 2, even when they're playing outside. We've even challenged the unlawful, it may not be as important to some of you that live in different places in Florida, but here in Tampa and Miami, our cruise industry being shut down forever was a huge deal to Florida. Millions of dollars, thousands of jobs. And I think while we ended up succeeding in that litigation, I think the biggest W out of that was hearing a judge agree with us when the CDC, an unelected head of the CDC, said they had whatever power they needed for 0% transmission. And the judge said, that is breathtaking, unprecedented, and authoritarian. That's so important. Where our courts work the way they are supposed to keep the different branches of government in check. You guys, as Richard would say, you nerds, would have loved that. You would have felt great coming out of that courtroom, as our lawyers did. And they're so busy. Literally, the Monday morning after the Dobbs decision was handed down, the Monday morning after, our lawyers were in court arguing and defending our 15-week law here in Florida. That's how fast-paced it is. And it takes the best of the best to do this work. So just as much as we need young lawyers, we also need those with more experience to volunteer for public service. And there's a great example, Richard Martin, who was an Ackerman when I recruited him to come into the Attorney General's office, or John Gard, who worked with Quarles and Grady. I keep working on Charbel. He's coming soon. We were recently honored to celebrate the retirement of Charlie Trippi, who served as general counsel to Governor Scott, now Senator Scott, and he had an illustrious private practice career, made the big bucks, so to speak, and then helped us in public service. And not only did he use his experience to shape law and public policy, he mentored younger lawyers, which you could do the same. Your next speaker, Rick Scott, a good friend of mine. I have so enjoyed getting to know him. He is a great example of someone who understands that value of service. He is a lawyer, by the way. It's the best kept secret in the nation. He is our people. I love exposing that secret, and he's brilliant. But he was an incredibly successful person, businessman, lawyer. And then he decided he wanted to have a hand in shaping the future of the state, now the future of our nation, and he is serving, and it is not easy. You get called a lot of names now, huh? Those people that work for you in private practice would never call you those names. But it's worth it because you are in the arena. You are fighting the fight. So if you are feeling moved by any of this and will come work in public service and feel that drive and that inclination to do so, you will, as Roosevelt said, you will understand personally those enthusiasms. Jump in the arena where you know truly victory and defeat. It is incredibly rewarding, and I would love to have you. So consider it. Thank you for inviting me here today. Thank you for continuing to discuss these important issues. And I'm excited to hear that you are now to hear from my friend, Senator Rick Scott.